Dear Dr. Falconer, this letter is likely to be one of the strangest you'll ever receive, but I submit it with absolute sincerity. It concerns a recent encounter of mine, an encounter with, or a lapse into a dimension filled with places and events I could neither have contrived nor expected. I assume that you aren't familiar with me, so I'll preface these remarks by stating that I'm a traveler of the mind. A casual observer might think I'm a lunatic, but the characterization would be wrong. Actually, I'm an iconoclast. I don't feel that I should be subject to the constraints of the present, which is less real than we're taught to believe. Unlike most people, I experience more convincing reality through my journeys in the mind. However, I can't manage or embellish what I see. I can only make my inner sight available to things, to people and beings of such range that they defy my otherwise dull perception. Scenes and events can be sad, eerie, painful, or indifferent. They're rarely so bright as to be called happy. A recent encounter was very upsetting. Generally, I try to see and remember the things that are presented, but in this episode, I wasn't merely an observer. Instead, I was expected. I was approached by someone from out of a crowded area. It was a person of the current day who was attempting to impart some information to me. Also, there was a gritty quality to the air of that encounter, a musty aspect, like the sensation one gets in the chest at the onset of a cold. A few words were spoken. I couldn't discern them, but I sensed a dangerous intent. The person had walked toward me in a purposeful manner, but then I turned as if to map a way out. If I were more resolute, I would have disappeared into the surroundings. The most disconcerting aspect of this ability is the fact that I have no control over the content of what is shown. I never know exactly where I am, so I have to guess the time, the location, or context based on whatever similarity to physical existence I can grasp. You might assume that I invent these experiences and therefore contrive the places in which they occur. How could I do that without having so much as a name for wherever it is that I go? Why would I devise all of this but have no desire to participate? I should tell you now that I've been diagnosed as having a sleep disorder. For several years, I've been prone to what I call waking dreams, which can happen when I am asleep, but not deeply so. At those times, I believe the dream images are real. They arrive as ghostly visitors. A Victorian woman dressed in black. A very old man seated in a chair at the end of the room. Or a pair of boys who stand at the bedside, bearing knife-sharp teeth. I've even seen a whirl of smoke. On one occasion, a woman tried to step right into my body. These things depart through the bedroom door, leading me to chase them at full speed and strength. I don't know why I feel compelled to catch them. A sleep specialist has characterized my condition as parasomnia, but he said it isn't well understood. He doesn't know why almost all reported occurrences of parasomnia produce such frightening visions. Hopefully I haven't said so much that you'll feel there's no need for more. I'm asking for your help, and if you agree, I'll be a cooperative client. You can enroll me as a patient, a study subject, or whatever, provided that you find a way to assist me. Thank you, Dr. Falconer. I'll contact you soon in order to discuss the matter. Sincerely, Edward Jensen.